Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Marisol coming with you with a video showing you how to make an easy does it big seating. So before we get started though, I want to introduce myself. My name is Marisol and I am from the Bronx, New York City in the building. And I just want to share my creations and passion for cooking, and I hope to inspire many of my viewers who will be watching because cooking to me is an outlet for therapy, for calmness, for self care, and it's just an amazing tool to use to really bring that spirit in your life that we sometimes need. So, but I'm not going to get all into that. Maybe I'll get into that in a different video. But today we're going to learn how to make a step-by-step big ziti. Hey guys, so now we are going to start with our step one on how to make our delicious sofrito, which is used in every Latin culture. And basically what you're going to need for this sofrito is one raw bell pepper, one green bell pepper, one whole onion, a rack of cilantro, a rack of culantro, and fresh crushed garlic, and a drizzle of olive oil. And then you're just gonna blend those all ingredients together. And if you need to add a little bit of water so the blending can be a little more easier, you can definitely do that. But use this sofrito because it will take your food to a whole nother level. You won't be disappointed. Give it a try and let me know what you think. We are going to go on to the next step of what to do next. So now that your sofrito has been blended, you want to start cooking it. So basically place a little bit of olive oil or vegetable oil into your iron cast iron skillet or pot. This right here is a Spanish staple olla, which we will say in Spanish. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook the sofrito for at least 3 to 4 minutes so all of those ingredients can meet each other, love each other, and really get to know each other, right? So we want all those flavors to get in there and just cook them until they are nice and translucent. You will realize that it's ready when it starts to bubble. You probably can't really see it, but as you guys see, I'm stirring and stirring around, and that's what you guys want to continue doing. And yes, so just continue stirring for 4 minutes. So now we are following by step number three. And this step is basically we're going to be seasoning our meat into the hot olla, our hot pan. And what we're going to use for the seasoning is chicken bouillon in powder. And we're going to use 1/2 a packet of Sazon Goya. I don't want to use the whole packet because, again, let's remember the sofrito has so much flavor. So a little bit of seasoning goes a very long way. So we're going to throw this into the pan and we're going to put some seasoning in there and just get this meat on and cook it. Let's go down to the next step and see what we have to do to make this amazing big ziti. So as you can see, guys, we have our delicious meat cooking in our hot ollita, and we're adding chicken bouillon powder. I'm being very cautious on how much I add because throughout the cooking, if you over season, it can be very salty at the end of your product. We do not like salty food now, do we? Right. So we're going to be very cautious. That saves you some, let's say, trauma. Well, no, not really. Some saltiness. We don't like saltiness. So that's going to save you from having your food salty. Be very cautious. And then throughout the clips, you're going to see that I add a little bit more because it's needed. So as you can see, guys, we have that chicken bouillon powder in there, and now I'm adding 1/2 a packet of Sazon Goya, and you want to add 1/2 a packet because, again, you want to be cautious about the seasonings and how much you put in there. Let's remember that sofrito is popping, it's filled with flavor, and you really don't need much. So a little bit, again, goes a long way. Be very cautious of that. Again, throughout your cooking, if you feel like you need a little bit more jazz, more salsa, more merengue bachata, cumbia, reggaeton thing, but whatever it is, you can add a little bit more to your leggings. So this is just what I do. This is what I feel like tastes amazing and works. So let's go on to the next step. So now we have all our seasonings in there, our sofrito. I have a packet of sazon goya and our chicken bouillon. As you can see now, I'm adding tomato sauce. It's a traditional Hunt's tomato can. And I'm adding that into the meat. Our meat's already cooked. So we want to cook our meat for like at least 10 minutes before adding the sauce so it can get nice and brown. Once your meat is brown, you add the sauce. So that's what we're doing right now. We're adding the sauce. Delicious. Look at that dripping out of the can. A whole lot of goodness. Can you guys imagine how good this tastes? Yes, I know. You guys want some, I know. So you need to try to make this. You need to make this baked ziti. The clips following up, you're going to see the sauce that I used. It's very delicious. It's very affordable. And it's bomb.com. Like, hello. I'm sure y'all used this before. So yes, we're going to go on to the next. So now I add a little bit of water into the can of sauce so I can dilute a little bit of that sauce into the meat, and it just makes it really delicious, and it also gets out that extra sauce that's in the can. We do not want to waste one bit of the sauce now, do we? We want to use every cent that we spend on this amazing big ziti, and not only just big ziti, but anything that we use, right? We want to really utilize every ingredient. So now I'm just pouring in the water into the pan. And what this does also, it helps simmers the meat and it just makes it really juicy. As you can see, it's just so amazing. Like, oh my God, I love cooking, you guys. It's something that just fulfills me and it's amazing. And a lot of people like feel like, you know, they're gonna mess up in the kitchen. This is a little bit word of encouragement. Don't feel like you cannot cook. Don't feel like that you will fail in trying to make anything. You will not fail. If you do, then you try again. You keep on trying because cooking is very fundamental. It's very easy. It's okay. It's all right. I'm just saying, you know. Okay, whatever. It is easy, but you have to be really involved into it. You know, you have to want it. You have to feel like you can achieve this. Once you feel that, then you will accomplish your cooking. Never feel like you can do anything, period. Whether it's cooking, whether it's um, anything in life, and it's, you know, career wise, anything. Just never feel that you can't because we really can do anything that we put our mind to. So if you're someone that wants to try it out, definitely try it out. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Send me your inputs, your ideas, your questions, your tips, and whatnot. I'm very open to all of that. So now we're going to go into the next step and I'm going to show you what I do next. So now you see my delicious meat simmering, bubbling in our nice hot ollita, okay? And we're just taking a look, you know? You want your meat to look just like you see it on the screen. You want it to be bubbly. You want to lower it to medium low heat, okay? You don't want it really high because then your meat will burn. Onto the side, we have our pasta boiling. I'm using Barilla pasta, which is my preferred favorite. And you're going to boil the pasta for about 10 to 11 minutes al dente, which is perfect. You want to cook it al dente because if you cook it over al dente, then when you put the sauce and all of that stuff into the oven, it's going to become soggy. And we do not want no soggy pasta. Now, do we? I didn't think so. So on the following clips, I'm going to show you that aluminum pan that I'm going to be using. Yes, we're going to use an aluminum pan. You can use a glass dish. Any kind of pan that you have, we can pretty much use that. I'm going to show you again, take you over back to my meat, show you this amazing deliciousness. You see all that steam and bubbles. Your meat is pretty much ready at this point. You want to cook the meat for 25 minutes. So this whole process has been 25 minutes for the meat. Okay, we're going to go back to our pasta. At this point, my pasta was already almost done. My meat was already done. I just was showing you guys all of that bubbleness. Our pasta right here needs like maybe another 2 minutes. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Are you guys excited or what? So as you can see, guys, we have our beautiful, delicious meat sauce meeting with our ziti pasta. I forgot to mention on our last clip what kind of pasta I used, but I guess it's pretty obvious what kind of pasta we're using. It's called baked ziti. Duh. But no, I'm using ziti pasta. But of course, you can use any kind of shape of pasta that you like or that you have in hand in your home. So also utilize the things that you have home. If you don't have, if you have it at your house and it's not ziti, but it's something else, you can also use that as pasta at the end of the day. I just more like it because presentation and it's ziti, big ziti. So yeah, whatever. Anyways. So what are we doing here is we're combining our meat sauce into our ziti. We're having them meet together. They just met for the first time. And what we're hoping for is that they go on a second date and that they really like each other because we really want a really, really well relationship. And eventually we want them to get married, right? So yes. So right now they're just getting to know each other, and first dates are sometimes like kind of awkward, but then again, like it's kind of cool because you're getting to know one another. So that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening as you can see. So we're just stirring and stirring and stirring, getting all those flavors in there, having that sauce stick into the pasta. A little tip that you guys can use also is from that pasta water that we boiled our ziti in, you're gonna take maybe like half a cup of that pasta water and then add it into the pan. As you can see, I didn't add that, but you're going to add it into your pasta once you drain it, right? Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go on to the next step and see what's happening like in their relationship. Like hopefully like they're ready for a second date, right? I hope they are. So let's continue, guys. You guys got it? Perfect. So as you can see, our meat sauce and ziti pasta have met together. They enjoyed their first date. They're on their second date. So we're on a good roll here. We're on a good path. We got everything mixed in together, which is amazing. I think they're ready to go on their third date. Yeah, they're definitely ready to go on the third date. So on the next following clips, we're going to show you what we're going to be using next. Okay, so the ingredients that we're going to be using next is ricotta cheese. You can use any kind of ricotta cheese that you like. It does not matter. You can make yours. You can buy any kind of brand. I'm going to be using whole milk mozzarella cheese. I'm using 2 packs of that because I do not like skimpy lasagna, skimpy stuffed shells, anything that's considering with shells. I mean, sorry, not shells. Anything that's considering cheese and ricotta, I need to over exaggerate because it's nothing without the exaggeration. Can you guys agree? Like, one thing I hate is going to like parties and it's so skimpy. So I always keep in mind that people love saucy, cheesy, meaty, and ricotta. So, those are the ingredients that we're going to be using into our easy baked ziti. So, so delicious. Yes, sir. And they definitely on their third date. They're really loving each other. They're really liking each other. I think they're ready to get into a serious relationship. You know what I'm saying? I could kind of agree because everything looks like it's going really, really well. We're going to take a look again our ziti and our meat sauce. Look how amazing does it look, guys. Definitely try this pasta. And when you do, let me know. So we're going to go on to the next step, which is layering. So as you can see, our ziti pasta and meat sauce has met together for the third day. I also layered a layer of tomato Hunt's 4 cheese sauce on the bottom to prevent from the pasta sticking to the pan. You definitely want to add this layer of sauce to prevent that, guys. So then we're just going to continue to layer this baked ziti because one thing I find is that layering it's so much better because you get a little bit of everything in each bite instead of just mixing everything together. You feel me on that? So definitely try layering it. It's going to be like literally 2 layers. You're going to see what I'm going to add next, which is going to be the ricotta. So as you can see, guys, we are layering our ricotta cheese on top of our baked ziti. I just used a spoon to dab all over our baked ziti. And you just want to continue doing the same layer as you see on the screen right now. Just slap that ricotta on top of there because you want to have a little bit of everything in each bite. One thing I cannot stand is having bites of pasta and doesn't have a little bit of everything. Like, what's the point? You feel me? So just continue doing this layer. And I really feel like they're gonna go on a fourth date because like everything seems like to be going really, really well. Like they're really enjoying each other's company. So let's see what happens on the next clip. What do you guys think is gonna happen? So as you can see, guys, our baked ziti is doing very, very well. I'm adding a layer of mozzarella cheese on the first layer, and be very, very generous with this because this is a cheesy baked ziti. We are not doing a non-cheesy baked ziti. So if you're not doing a cheesy baked ziti, you're not doing it right? So we're gonna continue layering this layer. Also keep in mind that if you don't like mozzarella cheese or you want it even more cheesier and you want different kinds of cheeses, you definitely could do that. 4 cheeses, Mexican blend cheese, cheddar cheese, like any kind of cheese will go very well. So as you can see, guys, we're on with our second layer of ziti and meat sauce combined together. And we are just layering that on our second layer. And we're going to continue to follow up with our next layer. Again, you can do these layers in so many different ways. Cheese, pasta sauce, like any way you want. Like you alter it to your liking. So as you can see, guys, I've added my last 2 layers of our baked ziti, which is our tomato Hunt's 4 cheese sauce, followed up by our ricotta cheese. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, but I lost the next clip, which is me adding the mozzarella 1-pack cheese. So you want to be able to add the last layer, which is the mozzarella cheese, and literally just cover every single layer of that sauce, that ricotta, that ziti. You do not want to see none of that. You want it to be covered with cheese. On the next clip, I'm going to show that the baked ziti is already done. That's the only last clip that I had for this recipe. So let's follow up to the next. So as you can see, guys, I lost clips of literally the full product without being cut because everybody cannot wait to eat and they were so excited to eat, so I couldn't get a clip of that. But basically what I did after my last clip and the last layering is while I was layering, I was preheating the oven to 375. And once you're done with your layers, you want to cover it with aluminum foil and cook for the remaining of 20 minutes. So those cheeses and ricotta and sauce and meat and pasta and all of that goodness in there could meet one another and finally tie the knot in getting married. As you can see, they got married. They went on a honeymoon because nobody literally could wait and cut into it. They just wanted to get straight into it. I think they even got pregnant. So but yeah, you guys, thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, definitely comment down below. Any tips, anything, guys, that you would like me to know, a different way of doing it, just anything, guys. I'm open to all of it. Excuse my stuttering or whatever. It's my first time doing this. But thank you guys all for watching. I'm really excited to share more of my videos and my cooking passions and my creations with all you guys. Definitely subscribe to my channel, share, like, and yeah, let's have a great time. So until next time, guys, you can follow me on Instagram at I am Marisol, or my cooking channel, which is cooking_with_Marisol, which I will have on the description down below. So until next time, guys, definitely try this baked ziti. Let me know what you think. And if you do make this, tag me on Instagram. Yes. Until next time, love you all. One love. Let's get cooking.